Hey, good morning, guys. Okay, quickly, I want to do a video on um, money and attraction, and just to elaborate on the idea of attraction, um, without going beyond money. So quickly, a buddy of mine just told me that he's looking to make a lot of money so he can, be more attractive to the females in his circle, and and after talking to him for a bit, I just realized that a lot of people have this disconnect with what attraction is outside of money. Maybe because we watch so much TV and seeing how much money gets glorified, and we think that's the number one magnet for attracting our partner, especially if you're a guy, because I guess we expect more of ourselves to be the breadwinner, even though in a world like today, it's that's like long gone, right? The female and male role has been a little bit overlapping. But nonetheless, back to this idea of attraction beyond money. Man, if you think about it, money is cool and it's very cool when you don't have it. It's very, very important, especially when you're struggling financially and always worrying about the future of whether or not you're going to be employed and drawing enough income to take care of yourself, especially during times where you retire and don't have that physical faculty to earn money by trading your physical time for it. So, but to expand on that, it's true. You do want financial security, and it's attractive in a sense where people that are insecure financially about the future, they're going to put a lot of value into their partner being more financially secure. But for those who aren't that financially insecure about the future, whether it's because they were conditioned differently by their parents to feel like they're always deserving of money and it's always coming in, or it's because they just know how to make money because maybe their parents taught them how to make money early on, versus a lot of us who went to school and didn't really learn about making money, at least entrepreneurially and exponentially, by ways of entrepreneurship rather than the 9 to 5, and grinding out for a familiar and safe paycheck. But for those people who already feel secure financially, it's using money to attract a lot of these people. It's or even people that aren't secure financially. It's cool, initially to attract them because they know you're responsible and they know they probably don't have to worry about money when they date you or link up with you permanently. But also recognize that money can only get you so far, because once your partner relies once you become one with your partner and that money is already theirs, chances are they'll take you for granted. Chances are that won't be the glue to your relationship anymore. And if it is, it will just be based on insecurities. So you wouldn't want that anyways. That said, rather than focusing on making more and more money, which is not going to impress anyone but maybe just yourself, so rather than doing that, focus a lot of the money making energy on developing certain characteristics about yourself, certain skills that are attractive, certain interests, you know, hi Clyde, that are attractive. Things such as beauty, art, understanding art and why it's beautiful. Not only today's art, but you're talking about, Monet's and Van Gogh's and Dali's, all those art, and get into other beautiful art like music, learning how to play instruments, learn the piano if you like one. um, don't have an instrument that you have in mind but want to learn music, I'd say go with the music theory and piano, because piano is a lot easier for me to learn than guitar, which I didn't realize until after 20 years of guitar. But learn fashion. I know a lot of you might think clothes is a waste of money. You don't need to spend a lot of money for amazing fashion. Just go to a thrift store and see what you like that matches your color and shape and patterns. of what you wear versus what other people tell you is beautiful, which typically relies on spending a lot of money with big brands. I don't do that stuff. No, if anything, if you love yourself a lot, you don't rely on brands to feel cool and lean off of that energy to be cool. You ready, anything you rock, anything you wear is going to be cool so long as you don't allow anyone else to tell you otherwise. You know, it takes time to believe, get to that level, but nonetheless, consume clothes in that way. Doesn't have to be expensive. Get into food if you're not into food. There's a lot of beautiful aspects of food nowadays. The way that everyone just stepped up their gastronomy game and just mixing up a lot of ingredients, and of course creating new plating styles and um, experiences in that world that makes it very fascinating. Get into other fun things though. So we got art, we got literature is a great one if you guys aren't already into literature, poetry, things like that. It might be a little hard to consume those art, kind of art, uh, if you're not used to reading languages of the olden days and how they talk. But consume as much as you can, because even if you don't get it, you'll get enough for it to rub off of you to basically expand your awareness on the beauty of art, the history of art, other things, architecture, learning history, like sports. Getting into all of these things diversify your interest and passion, friends. It's like the more you diversify them and the more you grow your relationship with each of these areas, um, the more change you're going to experience over time. And in your relationship, what you find out is that probably is the one single most important aspect of your relationship, not just with another significant partner, but with yourself. Because without change, it's easy to be uninspired. You know, to we as human beings and endowed with a lot of godly abilities, likely because we're just a product of God. Uh, we have this amazing ability to just make almost anything happen. You know, to seize this opportunity of being human in this space. So I would say do your best after the money to self actualize, to become so well rounded in everything else, so that the change that you experience along the way will allow you to further be inspired throughout your life, so that you feel inspired to move on. Because without the changes, um, that demonstrates the versatility, the dynamicism of life, and the evolution of our experience, we likely would just end up clamming down and becoming depressed purely from monotony, even if it's a beautiful, financially enriched life with everything you have. Without change, you will hit monotony. Okay, so that said, friends, money's okay. Don't focus too much on it, especially once you have security. Focus on expanding your attractiveness by embodying a lot more beauty in life, interest, passion, and of course, as always, consideration for other people along the way. Because without other people, um, what's a society? But if you don't care to live in a society, hey, you don't need to worry about other people. Just worry about how you feel within the hermitage environment that you set yourself up for. That works too. Depends on your interest. So that said, hope everyone will find this message useful somehow, and hope you have a great day. Thank you and take care.